The following is a fan-based discussion. All properties discussed are property of Toei Inc., Bandai, Saban Entertainment, and Tsuburaya Productions.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Rumor Talk, or Rumor Cast.
More or less.
Whatever the...
All three of us are back again.
Yay! Don't get used to it. I'm kidding. But you've asked for it, we tried recording it once, and then that blew up in our faces.
Because of the fact that I knew they were going to end up actually revealing the goddamn suit soon.
Speaking of which,
why did we bother? But we are here to talk about our first impressions of Kamen Rider Build. So, why don't we just start with the basic look, his base tank rabbit form. First off, weirdest name ever. Tank rabbit or rabbit tank.
Second off, it looks like Axel Trigger.
Yeah.
it looks
really good.
Yeah,
I like it a lot.
Like the suit. It's
I
really
love the
shout out
color.
to the person who tagged us in Twitter for the guy who photoshopped Build with the
Panera asterisk.
with the W paint job.
Yeah.
I don't know their asterisk off the top of my head.
Panera asterisk.
But anyway.
You're doing great. Welcome back, Matt. Welcome back.
Anyway, that was really cool too. Seeing him with the W paint job.
Yeah.
But I like the the look of Build and his color scheme. The red and blue is a good contrast.
Oh, yes.
I don't like the belt.
I'm alright with the driver. It looks a little bit like a combination of Geeds. Like Ultimate
Geeds and what else?
That's really it.
You said
a combination of...
No, it looks like Geeds, and that's basically, well...
But you said a combination of Geeds and pause.
Basically, yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, it looks like a combination of like Geeds and Hibikis because of this.
Okay.
I was thinking more like half of Axel's and then like fucking Forze's where he's got to put the bottles in like the switches.
Mm.
But it's just the belts are getting wider and wider and bulkier.
It's not as big as Ghosts.
Yeah.
No, or X-Aids.
Yeah.
Of course, X-Aid just went straight out. But it's
Still
not...
looks good though.
Yeah.
But yeah, he has a lot of forms.
Holy shit, does he have a lot of forms.
And this is just on the first catalog, so I'm just like, oh no.
So he's got like Hawk Glacier, Gatling Hawk, Ninja Meteor,
Ninja Comedian. Ninja Comic.
An
Gorilla Diamond.
some kind of octopus form that literally has like a Cthulhu-looking motherfucker coming out of his eye.
Looks like an octopus.
Yeah, but he does. It's the basic concept of W, where he has half one and half the other, and as far as we can tell, it's organic material and inorganic material.
He just has a lot, and this is just coming out of the first catalog, so I'm worried he's going to end up getting the ghost treatment.
And apparently, he gets a smartphone bike.
Yeah, that's a thing.
He has a smartphone that turns into a bike. So Tokuju's in here now.
Also, we got
Yeah, but the phone never turned into anything.
the secondary writer.
Oh yes, the secondary writer.
This I have not seen.
Commander
We have a secondary writer and a dark writer.
Actually, we're supposed to get two dark writers.
Where is this?
Although they're not apparently called writers, like Shadow Moon isn't considered a writer.
That's the Dark Rider?
That's a secondary
Oh,
writer.
that's a secondary Rider. Okay, he looks pretty cool.
He does. But we're back
Once again, super spiky, but...
Once again, super spiky, and we're back to gold and blue for the secondary writer.
It's much more muted, though.
Let me see.
Yeah.
It looks more orange.
True, I'll give you
that.
that.
It does look more orange.
And it's also not the ultimate form, it's his base form.
It looks good, though.
No, they'll save gold and blue for his ultimate form.
But he gets a sword that apparently has like a chain coming out of the hilt of it, which is kind of cool.
Mm.
So now, I like the weapons on the show thus far.
Yeah. I hope we get to see that bow and arrow more than we get to see Dev's bow and arrow.
The
2 times he used it.
Build gets a drill saber / blaster looking thing.
He also gets a Gatling gun in one of his forms.
Is that a megaphone and a gun?
I'm pretty sure that's a gun.
But it looks like a megaphone.
Yeah. We the Dark Rider, that one, gets a gun.
It looks like Kiva.
Yeah, gets a blaster that turns into like a blade and a bayoneted assault rifle, which is awesome.
So like
SWAT person.
I was gonna say Gimes gun.
Yeah, Gimes DJ gun.
Yeah, that. Couldn't remember the name.
But this one just looks more like actually like a fucking assault rifle that would be used by somebody in the military, which I think is cool.
Yeah, except it's colored in plastic.
He gets so Bill gets a Gatling gun in one of his forms, a ninja blade, and a bow and arrow. A
ninja blade that makes comic sound effects because ninja comic.
I mean, would be fun. It's pretty much just gonna be like fucking Kyoryu's Gold all over again. Xandar Thunder.
Now we haven't gotten anything on this rider yet.
Oh, you mean, and we're talking about the W.
Yes. I am so scared. Because there are rumors going around that the writer for the Ninja or the writer for Ghost is supposed to be coming in to write this. And I'm saying, like, get the full fuck away from this show. You don't deserve anything anymore. Just stay away from things. But, yeah. His power-up form.
It's probably his mid-season power-up.
I don't want it to be like Boost. Please don't make this thing like Boost. Where it just
oh my god. Where it becomes the new base.
Yeah, where it just exists for no reason.
Not really. It's really, really spiky.
Yeah.
And if you like the Ninja and Ghost, first, what the fuck's wrong with you? But second, that is your opinion. We understand. Blah, 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 blah. Bullshit. We hate it. Moving on. Apparently, his secondary rider's belt turns into a dragon. Or something like that. It's like a dragon that folds into what he puts into the driver.
So it's Fang.
Yeah, it's literally Fang. A lot of W inspiration.
A lot of W references in this show.
Yeah,
I'm okay with it.
From the look of it to this.
Yeah,
if the show is as good as W, that'd be nice.
Yeah, we haven't gotten anything about the writing staff or anything like that. We haven't gotten anything about who's directing this, and we haven't gotten who's playing the main writer or the secondary for that matter.
Of course, we never have heard of any actors before, so when
that's like the main thing. Of course, it's probably going to be in some Pretty Boy or something like that. Sort of wish that would stop.
Hopefully, it would go. Yeah, we kind of want the next one to be a bit older. We're kind of doing what Doctor Who started to do, which is just get younger and younger and younger. Yeah. Hopefully, this is not Capaldi where they just go fuck that.
Or
the next Kamen Rider will be 50 years old
and a woman
or a woman.
But yeah, Shinosuke was pretty. He was like 24 when he first came in, so I was perfectly fine with him. Being the writer because he looked older.
Oh, eventually our main writer is gonna be 10. So
God, please don't do that.
It'll be.
There have been some other rumors going around that he could possibly be a geneticist.
That would be cool.
Which would be really interesting for his interactions with X-Aid in the movie.
Oh hell yeah!
That could be really interesting. Moral quandaries.
Like an episode of House, for God's sake.
Especially if the writing for the movie between X-Aid and Build is as good as the one between Ghost and X-Aid, because that could lead up to some things. I really want a moral quandary for this season. That's the main thing I want. I want that.
You love those, like, am I doing what's right?
Basically, like, all of X8 has been for a good while.
So far, the only form I'm seeing that I don't like is a replacement for the tank form that looks like a vacuum cleaner.
It just looks weird. He gets a vacuum in his hand, too.
It looks like a muted version of his base.
Yes. It looks like a muted version of his base, but he gets a vacuum cleaner on his hand. This is not Ghostbusters. Don't turn this into Ghostbusters.
I just really wonder how often we're going to end up seeing the base form because of the sheer amount of other forms that we have.
Ghost levels of never?
Basically. I'm not okay with this. But yeah, I'm very excited. I'm very worried. We are
cautiously optimistic.
Yeah, there's that thing. The better the suit looks, the worse the show is.
It's something we've noticed lately.
Wizard, Ghosts.
Those are the main two. But yeah, it's just really worried. The main thing, the suits and everything can look cool, but I really want that writer to be good. Like, I hadn't heard anything about X-Ray's writer when we first went in, and he is probably the best that we've gotten in quite some time. So, yeah. But yeah, any other final thoughts on this?
Don't suck.
Please don't. Just don't.
What he said.
Save everything and yourself.
Please don't suck.
Please don't.
Please.
That's all we want.
Please.
Don't suck.
We're begging.
Tadamo. But yeah.
That's what we think about Build so far. Cautiously optimistic. Love the suits we're seeing. Love the weapons we're seeing. Nothing looks bad. And that worries the hell out of us.
Yeah.
And the number of forms worries the hell out of us.
Yeah, it really does. He just has too many going into the first quarter.
We're going to be talking about stuff like that very soon.
Yeah, that's going to be a thing.
Yeah, like Wednesday, probably. But this is what we think of Build. Tell us what you think of Build in the comments, on Twitter, on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, like the video, and we will see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.